Guys, we are back with part 2, as these videos usually become 2 or 3 parts for some reason. Well, usually it's because these people, since their confidence is so high, usually they have to make it 2 or 3 videos long because, they can't just accept they were wrong. They're narcissists in every way, shape, and or form possible of the word. Anyway, let's go back and just check some stuff. So basically, this, comment started out with saying, well, I'll just scroll all the way back to the top. Just a word of warning. Don't wear Thorn's armor while doing this. If the wither hits you, they can get out. Now I have 5 withers in my nether and I'm scared. I said peaceful for 1 second, lol. Somebody said it could break his mob farm's blood, because it despawns hostile mobs. I said, what mob farm? The pigmen, or the pigmen don't despawn in the nether on peaceful to my knowledge. They do not. Pigmen stay in the game no matter what. Like the zombified pigmen is what I'm talking about. Normal pigmen do actually, even on bedrock, because we're playing bedrock, that's what this video is on, is bedrock. Even on bedrock, the normal piglins and the zombified piglins, no, I lied. The zombified piglins do despawn. The normal piglins do not despawn. So, if you turn the game into peaceful mode. So, yeah, basically, in peaceful, yeah, they don't despawn in peaceful mode to my knowledge. The wither would be gone, and any wither skeletons, magma cubes, enderman, ghast, and blaze. But what hostile mobs of these do you need for a farm? You could maybe argue the zombified pigmen, but if you're playing bedrock, if you make a zombified pigmen farm, like a Java one on bedrock, there is something wrong with you. Like, other than doing it because I wanted to create a Java pigmen farm on bedrock, there is something wrong with you. Anyway, because the bedrock one is way better. So, blah, blah, blah. We're talking about how it could do stuff with farms. And I end up saying that all you gotta do is take the mobs out of the render distance, right? Make a little tunnel. Get the withers to follow you down that tunnel as they break blocks or whatever. Get them to go a certain distance out. And after they're far enough out, you just turn it to peaceful mode. And now, all of a sudden, they're out of render distance. Your other mobs are fine. And, you saved your farms that you might somehow have in the nether with mobs, even though there's really no mob you're going to be using there that's going to despawn. And, yeah, so all that being said, somebody decided a year later to say that's not how peaceful works. You switch it on and all hostile mobs are gone, loaded or not. That's not true. If that were the case, then all Elder Guardians would also despawn, okay? Let's say you start up a world, you turn to peaceful mode, and then you turn it back to normal later on. You find a, what are those fucking, I forget what they're called, but the pyramids underwater, basically, the structures. You find one of those and you break into it, and oh, look, there's still Elder Guardian in there. Why? Because you didn't load it when you were in peaceful mode. That's how it works. Those are always loaded mobs. They don't spawn in when you come over there. They're always loaded. It's just when you render them in. Same thing with the piglin brutes. The piglin brutes are always spawned in the game. So how does it work if you turn the game into peaceful mode and then you change it back to normal, easy, or hard later on? What happens? Well, if you go to a bastion, the piglin brutes are still there. The only way they will not be there is if you loaded the bastion on peaceful mode, because it will despawn them when it's loaded. So I ended up making a video showing this person that they're wrong because, well, it's fun to show these idiots that speak with confidence that they're wrong, right? So I'm going to make a video proving you wrong too, because I'm kind of getting sick of people who haven't put a quarter of the time into the game that I have, thinking they know more than I do on any given subject. So please, yeah. And they said, please do. In the meantime, refer to the wiki so you have 2 sources proving you wrong. I don't know if you know this, but first of all, I don't think the wiki is going to say that, and even if it does, yeah, the wiki's wrong. I'm right, the wiki's wrong. And they said, video was obviously fake. The video I made showing he was wrong, he says, the video was obviously faked. You used commands. I'm talking about survival, you goofy little bro. So first of all, saying it's fake doesn't make it fake, but keep trying. It's like, it's a fake video. It's obviously faked. How? Oh, it's AI or something. I don't know, like, it's fake. Second, no commands were used to change the game in any way that would affect survival mode. It was used to show instantly how it works. Basically, I went in creative mode to end up putting some zombies there or whatever, and then to go to the end and to put it into peaceful mode in the end, and then I went back to the overworld. But you could do the same thing by loading a village, waiting for nightfall to come, letting the zombies turn into zombie villagers. Then, after they turn into zombie villagers, You run away. I mean, maybe you need to name tag them so they don't despawn, but I'm pretty sure since they turn into zombie villagers, they're not going to despawn. I could be wrong, but either way, you can get some name tags, or you probably find a world that has a name tag or two in it, like right off the bat. And you grab those name tags, you name a zombie villager or even a normal villager, run away, over 4 chunks away, turn it to peaceful mode, turn it back, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to see that villager or that zombified villager or that zombie, not the villager, the zombified villager or the or zombie are going to still be there. Why? Because you turned it back to normal and it was unrendered. Anyway, so yeah, second, yeah, I already read that part, I think. And third, furthermore, if I would have used commands to load chunks, it would have worked in your benefit, not vice versa. Basically, if I would have used commands and said, hey, keep these chunks loaded, and then I would turn it into peaceful mode, even though I, wasn't in those chunks, it would have kept them loaded. So it would have worked in his benefit, not in mine. Turning it into creative does nothing to change change anything of the game. But yeah, meaning commands only benefit your opinion, not mine. Fourth, the fact that you think being in creative mode or survival somehow changes how peaceful mode works shows how much you lack any knowledge of the game's mechanics. Fifth, if what you said was true, then turning the game into peaceful mode would despawn all Elder Guardians, Piglin Brutes, and Witches. Yeah, I forgot about that too. This is something I just wrote a second ago. But yeah, even all witches in the witch huts or whatever, there's always one witch that's sitting in the witch hut when you get there, right? That witch would not be there if all mobs that were hostile despawned when you turn into peaceful mode. Yeah, which we know isn't the case. The only way they're despawned is because you loaded the chunks while in peaceful mode. And 6, I'm your dad, little boy. But clearly this is too deep of a subject for such a shallow mind such as your own. And then to respond to his other comment, because I didn't see his top one, I just saw his bottom one. But then, he's saying he's going to refer to the wiki, or tells me to refer to the wiki, whichever one. I'm like, cool. You'll use the wiki. Guess what? I'm clearly better than your pretentious wiki, as I've proven you wrong with video evidence, and I'll do it again in survival to humiliate you yet again, you smooth brain, extra chromosome 22 having faggot. And guess what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to be jumping into a video, guys, and we're going to be showing this dumb extra chromosome 2 having faggot just how wrong he is. So, yeah, let's do this. So, let's start up a world yet again, shall we? In survival, just to prove this retarded degenerate wrong. So, yeah. And I'll probably speed this up for you guys, but I'm going to leave... You know what? No. I won't even do that. I'm going to leave all the footage in here. Just check out this timestamp right here if you want to see when I turn the villager into a zombie. And then check out this timestamp right here if you want to see when I turn the game into peaceful mode. And then finally check out this timestamp right here to see the final results and see what happens. I'm going to leave this whole thing probably full. I'll speed up the bull sharp beforehand, if you know what I mean, like all the running around, but I'll leave that footage in. But I'm gonna keep everything else the way it was, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna edit it. I'm not gonna do anything. The only thing I'm gonna do is speed up this gameplay, but I'm gonna leave the gameplay in for you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Here is where we open the door and let the zombies go inside the house and attack the villager. Now, mind you, if I walk away right now, even if I leave the game on hard mode, the zombies are going to despawn. However, since the villager, or the zombie villager, was a villager previously, he is hard set in the game to never despawn. So, if I run away now, and then turn the game to peaceful mode, what will happen? Again, put your guesses in the comments below. And here, guys, I am taking the game and turning it from hard mode. Notice that we can still earn achievements. We're in survival. We can still earn achievements. And I'm turning it to peaceful mode. Wow. All right, now with achievements enabled still, and in peaceful mode, loading the game, what will happen, guys? I bet the zombie villager is going to be despawned when I run back there. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Because, well, I didn't speak with enough confidence with what I said. Clearly, you just gotta speak with confidence and be wrong, and then all of a sudden you warp time and become right. Right? Oh, looky there. The zombified villager is still in the house. I wonder why he's there. I really do wonder why. It's almost as if I was right and you were wrong yet again, bro. Keep failing to cope with reality. Keep seething. Keep projecting your anger onto others. You fucking dumb, retarded, degenerate faggot. Peace. I did even look on the Minecraft wiki for him to try to see if what he was saying was correct, and I didn't find it in there. Now, it could be in there, but I didn't see it there. Where I did see they say it at, though, was Google AI, so yeah, if you're checking Google AI for your answers, there's your fucking problem, you dumbass loser.